Salud!
Salud!
I don't know if that's going to have a positive impact on our country. Boy, let me tell you. Now we close the frontier, trying to expand near Pan-American Conference, opened up in DC. Blames big sister policy, opens markets to Yankees. Got the age of empire, gonna be a superpower. Growth in population, nationalization. Alfred Thayer Mahan promotes naval domination. Spanish be oppressing, Cubans now rebelling in concentration camps cause of scorched earth policy.
President McKinley faced public pressure. Election 1900, so he had to take some measures. Strategic interference, commercial appearance. Trying to please the people, so we need some perseverance. Social Darwinism, a racist idealism. White man's burden, US heroism.
Since we be fresher, we gotta help the lesser. Tell by our attitude that we are for sure from the
US.
Cuba.
Teaming up with Cuba against Spain. Receive national fame outside the frontier.
Cuba.
Spanish-American War, we've opened new doors. Treaty gives us Philippines, Guam, Puerto Rico.
Catch us down in Cuba with the sugar plantations. Protecting our investments, that's a prime motivation. Exploit native peoples, import raw materials. Getting international, emerging as imperials. Welcome to the printing press, become somewhat of a mess. Joseph Pulitzer, William Hearst, trying to impress. Venture thrill, young boys' dreams, nothing's really what it seems. Making Spain brutal killers, but where's the proof? What's the truth?
8 million stories all across the nation. USS Maine, blown up in circulation. 1898, 260 trapped in. It was Spain, no, it was internal combustion. Delome letter, Hearst publicized. President McKinley, that's the one they criticize. Angered Americans, y'all know who we blame. Remember the Maine, to hell with Spain.
US.
Cuba.
Teaming up with Cuba against Spain. Receive national fame. Splendid little war.
Cuba.
Try to help poorer countries. A goal to set them free. Now we got Philippines, Guam, Puerto Rico.
Lego.
No. So this is the first spark. George Dewey takes the start, sends the fleet. Spain's defeat, Nilla Bay, check mark. With guns by their side and blood on their face. Rough riders in their pride. To Roosevelt invade San Juan Hill with cavalry. Diverse ethnicities, so many casualties, but mostly from disease. And at the start of the war, Spanish boats at Cuba's doors. General Shafter leads American invading force.
In opposition of war against Spain, in time periodlessly commenced. William James, Samuel Gompers, and Mark Twain. New expansion was not common sense. Influential Mark Hanna and Carnegie feared fiscal decline and turmoil. Yes, supporters were for democracy. Little did we know our ideals would spoil. Spanish-American War. Splendid little war.
John Hay.
1 year war.
Battle Santiago, U.S. victory fall. Spain had everything to lose, took their land, gave them wounds. Treaty Paris orders, Spain give up territories. Philippines, Guam, and Puerto, but Cuba's a different story.
We first proposed a teller, gave him complete freedom, but later the plot that was clever set impinge on political and economic fair still had a say. To protect our holdings, we kept Guantanamo Bay. Excessive pride in the U.S. led to new jingoism. Think we're superior creates more patriotism. After the war, we got a place on the worldwide stage, and once we finally did, we became more engaged. December 10th, Treaty of Paris, year of 1898. Acquisition of territory, different views on the country's fate. Yeah, we promote independence, but is that really what goes down? Hungry for naval bases and markets, ain't no freedom cause we always around.
Spanish-American War. Splendid little war.
John Hay.
1 year war.
We have the insular cases down to be bid well at the top. Constitution does not follow the flag. Mic drop, Black Americans get a roll again. Military praise in Cuba because they mighty men. There was Emilio Aguinaldo down in the Philippines, led military forces that brought Spain to its knees. Out of isolation, we are interventionists. It's just land in the colonies. Who knows what's gonna come from this?
Now we've come to the end of the story. United States policy has changed. We started fighting for Cuban glory. At least that's what we proclaimed. Then we got new territories, left our promises and piles of lies. Technically we hurt those countries, but we're America, so let it slide. Spanish-American War, splendid little war.
John, hey!
1 year war, bye bye Spain.